Hi, welcome back to part 2 of this lesson. These are the geological materials that you've been trying to sort out. You should have these grouped in some form, but let me talk you through how geologists would actually group these together. We put them into we'd put them into one of 5 different groups based on how they form. Let me show you. We start out with minerals. Minerals are materials that have a definite chemical composition. That means they're always made of the same stuff. And those materials are all put together in the same way to create a distinctive atomic structure. It means that these things are sort of uniform all the way through. So we can recognize what they are as this distinct geological material. A rock, then, is a collection of minerals, and there are 3 types. Igneous rocks that form from magma. They have interlocking crystals that form when that magma cools and crystallizes and freezes. Sedimentary rocks are made of fragments of pre-existing rock that have been eroded away. So we see individual fragments stuck together. And finally, metamorphic rocks are ones that have been changed by heat and pressure. And the minerals in those rocks often will align with each other. So we get the bands or orientations of minerals within a metamorphic rock because of the pressure that they've been formed under. The final group are the fossils. These are fragments or remains of once living things. They give us an indication of how life has evolved and developed over geological time. And we look there for regular patterns, organic forms within the rocks that wouldn't form as a result of other geological processes. So, having seen those 5 groups, what I'd like you to do now, at the top of page 3 in your booklets, is draw a table with 5 columns. One for fossils, one for minerals, one for igneous rocks, one for sedimentary rocks, one for metamorphic rocks. And then sort out those materials. You might want to go back to the video description in part 1 of this lesson. Which do you think, which of those groups, which of those 5 groups, do each of those materials fall into? Don't worry too much at this stage about the names of things, or even too much about getting it exactly right. What's most important in this particular activity is to think scientifically. Okay, have a go at that now. Okay then. You should now have a table of those materials sorted into those 5 groups. This is where we're going to finish the lesson for today. There's going to be an opportunity to talk through your ideas and your answers to this in the next lesson. But for now, we can recognise that there's a huge variety of geological materials. But for us as geologists, it's crucial that we understand what the key features are so we can identify them and as a result start to interpret them. Anyway, that's for another lesson. I'll see you then.